So AI is going to take your job. Now I know what you're thinking. Not mine, specifically. And look, that's a very normal thing to think. It's also exactly what the junior analyst thought in 2023, right before the hiring freeze. He now has a great LinkedIn post about it. Every company is a pyramid, lots of people at the bottom doing simple work, fewer people at the top but making decisions. And one guy in the middle who has been there since 2009. Nobody knows what he does, but removing him caused a system outage, so now he's permanent. I realize we've completely left the topic, but honestly, Dave is more interesting than AI. Anyway, AI hits the bottom first, not because it's starting easy, but because junior work is the most clearly defined, most measurable, most automatable work in the building. A junior analyst costs $80,000 a year. AI costs $10,000. Does the math slightly better. Doesn't need to be managed. Doesn't ask about equity after 6 months. Companies have noticed. Now, your company just announced that AI is a tool to augment, not replace, like the team. Is your company A, being honest and your job is safe? B, needs you to train the AI on your job before you're replaced? C, can't tell. Again, can't really tell. Here's the part that doesn't make the press release. Those entry-level jobs weren't just jobs. They were the first rung. You did the boring work, learned how everything operated, got promoted, eventually became the senior person who understood how the whole thing worked. Remove the first rung, and nobody learns how the thing works. The Economist ran the numbers on this. One of them calculated there's a 1 in 3 chance human wages fall below subsistence level by 2045. Subsistence level, as in like structurally unable to afford food. And the 2 in 3 chance by 2125 was described as longer term but probable. The paper was peer reviewed. There's something called the resource curse. It's what happens to countries that find oil. You'd think finding oil would be great. It is. For a very specific group of people. Here's why it goes wrong. Once a country earns money from a resource, it stops needing its citizens to earn it. Schools, hospitals, roads, all of those are investments that pay off when your citizens are productive. When your citizens are irrelevant to your income, they become optional line items. Now replace oil with AI, and replace one country with every company and government on Earth, simultaneously. This is the intelligence curse. It's not that the powerful actors turn evil, it's that the incentive to care about you just quietly stops existing. Which, if you think about it, is worse than evil. Evil you can argue with. Math just sits there. Governments will notice this is happening. They will form a committee. The committee will meet quarterly. It will produce a report. The report will recommend further study. Norway will try something. Everyone else will have a conference about it. Here's what the actual researchers spent the other half of their paper on. This doesn't have to happen. Right now, every AI lab is racing to build AI that replaces you completely. Nobody's racing to build AI that makes you 10 times better at your job. That's a choice, not a law of physics. The gap between AI plus human and AI alone is real. And right now, humans in the loop are still winning on the things that matter most: context, judgment, knowing what problem is actually worth solving. The window is real. It just doesn't stay open. The other thing that works, making sure AI doesn't belong to 5 people. The personal computing revolution didn't make 5 people powerful. It put a computer in every pocket. Everyone got more capable. The goal is to do that again with AI. So, the intelligence curse. AI doesn't make you irrelevant because it's smarter than you. It makes you irrelevant because the people who own it stop needing you to make money. Which is a more specific problem, and one, technically, that has a solution. The solution requires functioning democracy, good institutions built before the crisis, AI owned by more than 5 people, and a coordinated global response faster than anything we've managed before. So the good news is, this is solvable. The bad news is, we're starting the checklist while the timer is already running. But hey, we've surprised ourselves before. And if we don't, at least the AI will write a great LinkedIn post about it.